Hi boys, Bear Games here. Welcome back to another video here in GTA 5 Online. If you're watching me for the first time, make sure to subscribe to never miss any upload. Well, Ben Factor in game, it's the real-life Mercedes. In today's video, I'll show you all Ben Factor cars I own. I believe I have them all. There's a lot of Ben Factor cars, so it might be a long video. So make yourself comfortable, relax, and enjoy the show. Without further talk, let's get started. Starting with the Ben Factor Panto. The Panto, it's a two-doors hatchback OG car. It exists on the story mode. Since it launched and it came to the online as part of I'm Not a Hipster update. The Panto hold the Ben Factor badge. However, it's not based on any Mercedes. It's actually based on 2007-2014 Smart Fortwo. Top speed of the Panto is 90 miles. When it's fully upgraded, surprisingly, it's still available to purchase. So, if you want one, go get it. Next in line, I got the Ben Factor Dubsta and Dubsta 2. Here I'm using the Dubsta 2. But let me talk a little bit about the Dubsta 1 first. The Dubsta, it's an OG four-doors car. It exists in the game since it launched in both sides story mode and in the online. And it will exist in GTA 6 too, that's cool. Anyway, the Dubsta, it's based on Mercedes Benz G-Class. There's a rare version of the Dubsta. It's called Dubsta 2, the one I'm using now. They look almost identical, but there's some small changes like the tainted glass, including the windshield. Also, the spare wheel on the trank, and some customization you can't do in the regular Dubsta. I did a tutorial how to get Dubsta 2. I'll link it in the description below. The two cars are included in terms of handling and performance. Top speed is 112 miles per hour, and the control is good, I can't complain. Honestly, I highly recommend that you get the Dubsta 2. It looks absolutely fabulous. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Dubsta 6x6. It's a four-door off-road pickup truck. This car also was on game since the beginning. The Dubsta 6x6 is primarily based on Mercedes-AMG G63 6x6. I remember it was available in Warstock's Carry and Cash, and it found its way to GTA 5 Online as part of I'm Not a Hipster update. Take this car to Mount Chiliade and enjoy climbing. It's a good off-roader. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of customization. It have only basic customizations. This car is still available to purchase if you want one. Moving forward to Ben Factor Serrano. The Serrano, it's a small four-doors SUV. The Serrano, it's an OG car. It's been in game since it launched in both sides, story mode and in online. First time I saw this car was in GTA 4, and it found its way to GTA 5. Anyway, the Serrano is based on Mercedes Benz GLK class. It have a decent handling. Top speed isn't impressive though. Top speed is 112 miles per hour when it's fully upgraded. This car costs $60K. Don't waste your money. Go grab one from the street and put insurance on. You're good to go. That's it for this car. Move on to Ben Factor XLS and XLS Armored. I'm using the Armored one, how I will speak first about the regular XLS. The Ben Factor XLS, it's a luxury SUV added to the game as part of the Further Adventures in Finance and Felony update. This car is based on Mercedes-Benz GL class. This four-door car looks beautiful. It got a decent handling and top speed of 115 miles per hour. When it's fully upgraded, there's an armored version of it named Ben Factor XLS Armored, the one I'm using. It's pretty much the same car, the only difference are armored plates and bulletproof windows. Don't expect high protection of that bulletproof windows, it can only resist light weapons. Same thing for armored plates. Honestly, I don't recommend it. The armored Kuruma, it's more safe, especially for new players. That's it for this car. Next in line, I got the Ben Factor Glendale. The Glendale is a four-door sedan featured in GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, and it found its way to GTA 5 Online as part of the I'm Not a Hipster update. The Ben Factor Glendale is primarily based on Mercedes-Benz W114, W115. Design-wise, I actually like how this car looks. However, it's not fast enough, and it doesn't have a lot of customization. However, take it to the Arena Workshop. and you will get yourself Ben Factor Bruiser. This thing, it's so crazy. You can add guns, mine spikes. It's a demolition machine in short words. It can jump high just like the RC Bandito. This is the first car I upgrade on the Arena Workshop. I was staggered when I saw all the crazy options available. However, it's not cheap though, it's expensive. This car cost me around $1.8 million, so expect to pay if you want something crazy like this. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Ben Factor Strider. The Ben Factor Strider is an all-terrain wagon, added to the game as part of the Doomsday Heist update. The Strider is based on Mercedes Benz E-Class all-terrain 4x2 is the ultimate off-road wagon. It looks almost identical to the car it's based on. Anyway, design-wise, it's satisfying. In terms of performance, I took it to Mountain Chili Lade. I can say it's a good luxury off-roader vehicle. This car is removed from the website, but it's available in the current time I'm recording this video, so go get it before the 8th of August if you want one, of course. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Ben Factor Feltzer. The Feltzer, it's an OG sport car. It exists in GTA San Andreas and in GTA 4, and it found its way to GTA 5 in both sides story mode and online. The Feltzer is based on Mercedes Benz SL R230. The car looks absolutely fabulous. It got that aggressive look. Unfortunately, this car is removed from the website, and you can't steal one from the street and make it yours. However, you can steal one and enjoy driving it. The handling of this car is good, and top speed it can touch 125 miles per hour. Rockstar will add it from time to time, so make sure to get one when it's available. That's it for this car. Next in line, I got Ben Factor Schwarzer. The Ben Factor Schwarzer is an OG two-door coupe. It's on both sides story mode and online. The car looks amazing. It's based on 2011 Mercedes Benz C63 AMG. Unfortunately, you can buy it anymore. Rockstar removed it from the website. However, it's still available on street. Go steal one and make it yours. This car got some cool customizations, plus the decent handling and the good looking. I recommend this car for new players who's still trying to fit in. Go grape one, it's free. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Ben Factor Sterling GT. The Ben Factor Sterling GT is a two-door classic coupe, added to the game as part of the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 update. The car is based on Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. It looks cool, to be honest, and I have seen some cool build on this car. I got mine in a long time ago. I don't use it a lot. Anyway, this classic car, besides looking good, it got a good handling at my spin-off in because it's a rear-wheel drive, but you can get used to it. Top speed, it's not impressive as you expect. It maxes out at 113 miles per hour. Unfortunately, this car, it's not available to purchase anymore. It's a removed car. Next in line, I got Ben Factor Serrano. The Ben Factor Serrano. It's an OG convertible car featured in the game since it launched. It's available in both sides story mode and online. You definitely drove it one or two at least. This car looks fabulous. I thought it belonged to Ocelot, but it turns out that it is a Ben Factor vehicle. This car is based on Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, with heavy influence from the Jaguar F-Type, as seen in the front bumper and headlights. I thought it's an Ocelot car. The handling of this car, it's decent with a little bit sideways. When taking of top speed, it can touch 118 miles per hour. The Serrano, it's a removed car, so you can't buy one anymore. However, you can steal one and enjoy driving it. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the well-known Ben Factor Schlagen GT. The Ben Factor Schlagen GT is a sports car added to the game as part of the Arena War update. This car is based on Mercedes AMG GT. I mentioned this car in part 2 of Realistic Cars. I'll link it in the description below. Anyway, the car looks absolutely fabulous. It got a realistic looking, and it got a lot customization. Take it to LS Costume and let your imagination get the work done. Schlagen GT. It's a rear-wheel drive with a decent handling. Top speed, it's 125 miles per hour. It's still available to purchase if you want one. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Ben Factor Terabyte. The Ben Factor Terabyte is an expedition truck added to the game as part of After Hours Update on August 14th, 2018. The Terabyte is based on the Mercedes Benz Zetros 6x6 Expedition vehicle. The Terabyte serves as an armored and weaponized truck with advanced tech. It allows you to manage your businesses, launch source and resupply missions, mine data from other reprobates in the city, and perform exclusive client jobs. I said it's a weaponized truck because you can upgrade it and get a multi-lock missile battery and drone station, and the only vehicle workshop capable of customizing the Oppressor Mk2. And unfortunately, you can't buy an Oppressor Mk2 if you don't own a Terabyte truck. And you can't get a Terabyte if you don't own a nightclub property. Honestly, that's hilarious. This car is available to purchase, and probably it will not be removed. Next up, I got the Ben Factor Turreted Limo. The Turreted is an armed and armored limousine added to the game, added as part Criminals update. The Turreted, it's a Pegasus vehicle you can purchase from Warstocks, carry in cash for $1.6 million. Unfortunately, you can't customize it or store it in your garage, and you can't even sell it when you got it. When you buy one, you can call Pegasus to spawn it, or spawn it using instruction menu. This car is based on a real-life 2010 Mercedes Benz E-Class limousine. It got a good armor, but not enough nowadays. In GTA5 Online, it can take 2 homing missile to be destroyed. Handling is pretty good. Top speed, it's not fast enough. It maxes out at 90 miles per hour. That's it for this car. Next up, I got the Ben Factor LM87. The LM87, it's a race car added to the game as part of Criminal Enterprise Update. This car is primarily based on Mercedes Sauber C9. You can get it in-game for $2.9 million, so yeah, it's on the expensive side. This car, it's a race car, so definitely it got a good handling and a really good top speed. It maxed out at 128 miles per hour. The LM87 does not have a lot of customization because it's a race car. If you love races, surely get yourself one. That's it for this car. Next in line, I got Ben Factor Krieger. The Krieger is a 2-door hypercar added to the game as part of the Diamond Casino and Resort update. This car is heavily based on Mercedes-AMG 1. It looks good, honestly. And it's still available to purchase. It will cost you $2.8. So expect to spend about $3 million with the customization cost. Yeah, it's on the expensive side. However, for your money, you will get a beast car with a pretty solid performance. Top speed, it's 127 miles per hour. And the control's good as well. It takes corners easily. So definitely you can win races easily using this car. That's it for this car. If you have the money for it, give it a try. Next up, I got 2 cars. Ben Factor Shafter LWB Cade Shafter V12. Both of the 2 cars added to the game as part of the Executives and Other Criminals update. It's confirmed that the Shafter V12 will be available in GTA 6. Both of them are based on Mercedes Benz S65 AMG. I think the only difference is that the Ben Factor Shafter LWB is a little bit longer than the Shafter V12. And both of the 2 cars got an armored version, named Shafter V12 Armored, and Shafter LWB Armored. Honestly, the armor on those cars isn't good enough. Just one RBG is capable of destroying them. Both of them are still available to purchase if you want one. Next, I got the Ben Factor BR8. The Ben Factor BR8 is an open-wheel car added to the game as part of the Los Santos Summer Special Update. The first thing you will notice in the website is the crazy price tag on this car. It will cost you $3.4 million without the customization price. I got mine when it was on sale. The BR8, it's open-wheel car, so you can only use it in open-wheel races. The BR8 is based on Red Bull RB7 Formula 1 car. The handling is solid on this car. It got a really good gripe on the street. Top speed, it's 122 miles per hour, and it got a boost. It can push it to 140 miles per hour for a few seconds. That's it for the BR8. Next in line, I got the Ben Factor SM7 II. The SM722, it's a topless 2-door car added to the game as part of the Criminal Enterprise. I will be honest, I hate this car so much, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who hates this car. I bought it just for the sake of the video. Honestly, I don't like how this car looks. Anyway, this car is based on the 2009 Mercedes Benz SLR Sterling Moss. Regardless of it, it got a pretty good handling, and top speed is 123 miles per hour when it's fully upgraded. To be honest, that's not good enough in terms of speed. That's it for this car. Last but not least, I got the new added car to the game. It's the Benfactor Vorschlaghammer. Nowadays, you can see it a lot. Almost everyone got this car. Anyway, the Vorschlaghammer, it's a realistic-looking car add to the game. As part of a bottom dollars bounties update, it will cost you $1.7 million. The Benfactor Vorschlaghammer is primarily based on Mercedes Benz W124. In terms of look, it does look absolutely fabulous to look at. The Vorschlaghammer is a rear-wheel drive car. The handling is pretty solid in corners. It's stable enough on corner, especially to a rear-wheel drive car. Top speed of the car is 120 to 122 miles per hour, and it can be fitted with drift tune. I did a customization and review video about it. I tested the drift on it at the end of video. I'll link the video in description below, check it out. That was a long video. I told you guys it's going to be a long one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Check out my TikTok. I do a lot of short video there. Make sure to follow there. And let me know what brand should I do next. I've done already Ubermacht, Obey, Pfister, Pegassi, and Lampadati. I'll link them all in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up will be useful and comment will be cool. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bear Games sighing the video off. Peace out, boys.